kind of know that, hey, we're fighting back, you know.
But I've seen so many trailers.
Sure, try to remember that. I kind of just talk about the studio real quick. Obviously, we're Gunfire Games. We're making Darksiders 3 on this game. This is a brand new IP that we're launching. It's going to come out in 2019 on the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's interesting you already played this. You're going to play through it again, I guess, with the recording, and then we can show you what we're only showing the press as opposed to, yeah, you don't want to go that way. Yeah. What we'll show the press, because there's a unique biome that we show only the press as opposed to what's on the floor. But you'll go through just the normal stuff of what's on the floor that you kind of already seen. But the history of Remnant, or the idea of the game, we really wanted to, as Gunfire, we really wanted to make a 4-player co-op game. And so this kind of started from that, and took root, and we wanted to really make it procedural. And so the whole game will be procedural. The demo right now is set up not for that, but once you are able to actually get into the full game, you'll create a world, and that world will become your world. It'll be different than mine, his, and you'll have different quests, different layouts, different creatures. The whole thing will be different in terms of the quests you run in, the side quests you run in, the merchants, everybody. And so we really wanted to make it almost like a choose-your-own-adventure kind of thing when you roll the world.
So if I join this game, my progress during that session is insane.
So if you're trying to play through the story campaign, no. But anything you gather, like any loot or anything you pick up, will absolutely come back to your section.
Can you tell us something about the lore, about the story?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So what had happened was, back on Earth, the scientists around the late 1960s were looking for a way to find a different energy source. And so they discovered this ancient crystal. And as they were manipulating it, working with it, they found out that it wasn't an energy source, it was a portal to other dimensions. And so they started manipulating with that, because we're curious people. And as they learned from that, unfortunately, by allowing themselves to go to other worlds, they also opened this up to other people and other things that could come through that gate. And what came through that gate was a evil entity that manifested itself into our most terriblest dreams. You know, this root dragon and root items, root people that look like men that, you know, wander the streets just killing and ravaging humanity. And so we lost that war. And what you have now is a couple generations of people who've only grown up like this. And so your whole goal is to try to figure out, how can I survive in this world and save humanity, and basically destroy this evil from its source, not just from, you know, the guys in the dungeon at this time. So that's kind of the history behind it. So in the trailer we allude to that, you know, we're fighting to take it back, that kind of thing. So you and your friends are able to go through a 10 to 15 hour story campaign that kind of has the story beats to go, the large story beats that kind of tell you that. We're not going to slam, you know, 80 cutscenes and really show you that. That's not really about this game. If you want to, we want you to really develop the story yourself. You know, when you go through this, what's your character doing? You know, you're not, you'll be able to, it's a full-blown RPG. You'll create your character, you'll customize your gear, you'll craft new weapons and items, you're actually going to spend and, you know, be able to get powerful the way you want to do it, not an archetype like we did. We just provided that for the demo for Gamescom. Yeah, one of the big things we wanted to really have this is we wanted to have combat be tactical, like it felt good, you know. We're, you know, that it felt fair and good. You know, hopefully we've done that here in terms of, hey, I'm shooting, but I need to be cautious when I use the heal because I've got to wait. I've got to be cautious when if I pull too many characters, I'll get killed. You know, if I'm not paying attention to my surroundings, that's that kind of thing.
When I go from 1-player to 4-player game, how will the game balance itself?
So there will be scalability within the creatures. They'll get tougher. They'll do more damage. You also have more creatures on the screen to be able to fight. That also includes bosses as well when you get to fight bosses. As you go into bosses, there'll be multiple ways to kill a boss. And you'll get different craftable items. So for example, you know, you might be able to kill a boss one way, just single player, but with a friend you'll be able to do it a different way, just different mechanics, you'll get something different.
is the loot shared?
So currently the loot is shared, but I think we'll probably go to your own individual loot. We're still right in the middle of production of those titles, and it doesn't release till sometime in 2019. So we've got a few design decisions that we're still working through, but it'll probably be your own unique loot. It solves a lot of problems and headaches of somebody, you know, like, especially when you're playing with public people, you're gonna die.
Yeah, but but the problem with public people is that they rush, go ahead, kill some, loot everything. And
right. Yeah, that's why we'll probably have your own loot drops. That way you don't have that kind of issue.
Like in the Division.
Yep, exactly. You know, it's the same thing with friendly fire. I'm a big fan of friendly fire. I like it, but I know that some people don't, and so we'll probably have an option that will enable friendly fire or not.
Yeah.
That way you can play. Again, we want you to have a comfortable experience.
It's just like in Rainbow Six.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know that there's a large group of people that do not appreciate that.
If you play with 4 friends, there is no problem.
Sure.
But,
it's as soon as you play with somebody random.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
Will it always be online?
Yes, it'll always be online. There's no split or anything to that effect.
And when you play the game, does it automatically make a connection to the server so other people can just drop in, drop out?
So you'll be able to have, you know, right now we're still working through some of those mechanics and how that's actually you'll lobby and how you'll connect peer-to-peer. But what will...
but I can put that setting off.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can be a private world and never have anybody joining your game. Yeah, it won't be open to the public all the time or private, and friends are randomly joining your game or anything, making it harder or messing around. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. You'll be able to control. Hey, I just want to play by myself because we understand that we like co-op, but at the same time, I just want to be able to jump in a game and play it and just have some fun. Maybe kill a boss or something because nobody else is around and I don't feel like playing with something. Yeah. Nice.
Do you get like extra rewards when I join somebody I don't know and I help them progress through the story?
You know, when we're going to work through different things on where we can, you know, where you engage with multiplayer and co-op and how that can benefit both parties. You know, we're still working through some of the design decisions on that.
Because I can imagine when somebody goes online and plays this game, he won't be. He won't join fast another guy's game because he doesn't make any progress through the story.
Sure.
Maybe the loot and the XP, but not the progress through the game.
But you got to remember that once you get through the story, you're able to re-roll worlds, and it's a whole unique story. Everything's procedurally generated. All new quests, all new subquests. When you are playing your game and I go in your world, we might go through, you know, this area and you discover a merchant. And I'm like, oh, I've never seen this merchant. Cool, I can buy this or this. I might go through this and we discover a barrel that opens up and it takes us in, it gives us some piece of lore, a key that we can use somewhere else. And so it's all generated like that. So you know, it's totally the choose your own adventure piece. So I'm incentivized to go to other worlds. You might say, hey, there's this really cool merchant, come to my world because you can, you know, take 100 scrap and buy these rare materials to be able to craft things. And I don't have that world. I don't have that merchant. So you can share those things as well.
And the world is immediately set when I start up the game.
Once you start up the game, it'll start up that world. It draws everything like that. It's persist. That's it. That is that world. So
it's like the Minecraft seeds.
Yeah, basically, if you kill a merchant, that merchant stays dead. It doesn't re-roll or come back alive. Once you defeat a boss or you complete a quest, it's done. It doesn't come back until you re-roll the world again.
But you can also get like a new game or something, and that re-rolls the
Absolutely, yep. And then you get the whole new thing again.
How do you test something like procedural generated world?
When you say, how do you test something like that? Yeah. So what you end up doing is being able to spawn different things. We have a way to capture the seed, so if something happens in a particular world, we're able to use that world. Yeah, you're on film there. You got to kill a dragon. you're able to, there's different techniques that we have that we're able to test that. You can spawn different things to make sure that the content is proper. So if I want to see if that merchant works, I can just make sure I spawn him. I always see him, those kind of things. So our QA department's really good at like that.
So 1 to 4 player, and you make your own character.
Absolutely, yep. You'll create your own character. You'll, oh, they're nice. About 5 seconds of on the road there. Oh, that's gone. Oh, so close. You're gonna get a fireball. I have no idea what they're doing Oh, you're gonna die.
What are the consequences when you die?
So right now the consequences are you got to run back to get your stuff, or not your stuff, just run back to where you were at. The boss resets and you have to do it again. In normal mode, when you're going through a dungeon, we don't currently respawn creatures. We're still playing with kind of fine-tuning what the death consequences will be. Right now we feel that there's a lot of challenge to the game and that there's not necessarily a need for, oh, losing a level or losing your items.
So the enemies hurt themselves?
Yeah. Yep. We wanted, you know, you can use that to your advantage sometimes.
Is this normal mode?
What do you mean?
Is this an easy, normal, hard?
For us, we look at it as easy, but I've played it a billion times, so we wanted to kind of streamline it a little bit.
There is no difficulty setting.
Oh, so yeah, you don't have a difficulty setting, very similar to Diablo, where you can go to like Infernal mode or a Nightmare mode. As you beat the story and the campaign and you get, you know, higher gear, you want to make it more challenging, absolutely.
End game mode.
Yep. Again, we really feel like we want combat to be fair, challenging but fair. Like you can look at this and say, if I would have dodged or healed or made a different decision, I would have been successful, as opposed to a cheap tactic or an easy win or something happened where it didn't feel right. Oh, I got you.
And then walk into the fire. We're used to playing with
Did you want to play with a controller? Oh, okay.
have the Mario. Also.
Oh, that was a good quick right there. That was nice. Oh, I dodged that one. That's okay. It doesn't do too much damage. You got this. You got this. Nice and easy. Nice. Oh, that was another clutch right there. Nice. Nice shot. Come on. Oh, no, no.
Don't do that.
All right. Dodge. Oh, all right. No dodge. That's cool. You still got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Nice. 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 Well done. Well done. Great job. Great job. Okay, so you want to head back to that red crystal, and I'll show you what you guys get to see now as a press. So we have 4 different biomes planned for the game. Right now you're in our city biome. Each biome has 4 different areas like Arden. You went through the subway. You'll go through those kind of dungeons. We have multiple tiles of that. Right now you're kind of in a little bit of the city, which is more of an overworld piece for us. You've got a sewer and you've got a canopy set as well. So that's the city. You're going into a whole new world here called the Pan area. So go ahead and when you get up here, hit fast travel, which is on the last one on the bottom there. Hit jump.
A while after us.